Well, hello soldiers of the internet, it is me, Castle Perfectly, once again bringing you a audio match against WhiteZekrom786 from the Smogon forums at the Battle Finder. This match was absolutely outstanding, let me just tell you that, and if you have the time, go ahead, sit down and relax and listen to what I have to say in this match, because it's gonna be pretty lengthy, and because of the quality of this video, the length, of course, is a lot longer than the usual one. But let's go ahead and get started, guys, shall we? So it's gonna lead her with a Reuniclus, and I'm gonna lead her with my Boquito. I'm gonna go straight for the Stealth Rocks because, I mean, I thought he would probably go for a Psychic or Psycho Shock, or maybe a Calm Mind or something of that sort. Maybe he was actually predicting a U-turn, I have no idea, but in any case, he decided to make a switch into Slowbro, which works in my favor because now I have a free turn to set up the Stealth Rocks. And I'm gonna make a switch into Buraki, predicting, you know, the water type attack or maybe the Psychic, something like that. But instead he goes for the Trick Room, which actually makes sense because he's got a lot of slow Pokemon on his team, especially the Balls of Steel thing. I always call him Balls of Steel, you know, gold medal, this thing right here. It's pretty annoying. Let me just tell you that. Now, I was actually predicting something along the lines of a switch or maybe something, I don't know. I thought that going for the taunt was the better choice, and it ended up paying off because this thing is not going to be able to go for the lead seed, toxic, or whatever not it might have in his arsenal, you know, move arsenal. So I'm basically gonna go for the Wish. He goes for the Power Whip, does a shit ton of damage, and I was like, holy shit, this thing is actually holding a Life Orb. Well, I've never seen sets like this. Usually they carry leftovers to recover a bit of HP and just pretty much stall the shit out of its opponent with Protect and that kind of stuff. Leads it, you know how to deal. Alright, so I'm gonna go for the Protect, and he was predicting the Protect. That's why he decided to switch into Scizor, which was a very good switch on his part. Now I get the Wish recovery here, and I go back to full health now. I'm gonna make a switch, or actually I'm gonna go for the Protect to scout out which move he's gonna use on the next turn, which is gonna end up being U-turn, which is, you know, it's super effective, and it's gonna do a shit ton of damage if I actually stay in. So the Dimension twisted back to normal, which means that Trick Room no longer is in effect. So I'm gonna make a switch into King Tier. I'm gonna activate the Intimidate just to lower its attack and also take the U-turn. But instead he goes for the Superpower, and I was like, okay, so it looks like you're not Choice Band or Choice Scarf or anything like that, which usually tends to be the case with Scizors. So he gets a critical hit here, which I actually now notice. I did not notice that at the beginning when I was really battling this guy. So that means that, well, that Superpower was a lot weaker than I thought. So I shouldn't have run away from the Scizor like that. But in any case, I go for the Earthquake myself. I hit the Scizor right to his feet, and he basically got defeated, which is pretty good. It looks like that Scizor was not trained in defense, but you really have not the guts to pretty much say that Lander's Triumph form is a shitty Pokemon because it's a monster. Look at that. Max attack just basically defeated a Scizor at almost full health, or maybe at full health. I didn't really see it. But he goes back into Slowbro after the Scizor was defeated, and I'm gonna make another switch back into Buraki because once again I was predicting something along the lines of special attack, but instead he goes and set up the Trick Room once again. I am going basically to go for another taunt because why would I not do that? And simply because all of his Pokemon are basically very slow. They could potentially have moves such as Toxic, Rock Polish, Sword Dance, those setup moves, you know, that can pretty much annoy the living crap out of you when you're playing against them. So I'm basically gonna go for the Protect here to scout out which move he's gonna use against me. It's gotta be an attacking move because I just taunted him, which means he's not allowed to go for a Substitute or whatever else that's not an attacking move. So right now I know these guys got Stone Edge, but that was pretty much self-explanatory because if you're playing with a Rhyperior, not putting Stone Edge on that thing is gonna be the worst choice that you could probably make. So I'm gonna go for the Wish on the switch, and he's gonna go back to Gold Medal. So I'm gonna make another switch into Boquito because I know if he goes for another Power Whip like he did before, he's gonna hurt my Infernape, but the Dimension is gonna be twisted back to normal, and not only that, but my Wish also will come true, which will be bring me back to full health, and I will be at a very advantage, you know, sector or something like that right here. So I am going to go for the Overheat, trying to hit that fucker because it's really pissing me off. I don't like that Pokemon at all, that gold medal thingy. So what's gonna happen? I'm gonna go for the Overheat, and that's basically going to do jack shit to the Slowbro. It's really not doing anything. So I'm gonna make another switch into Las Noches. I was like, man, this guy might go for the Trick Room, so I still have my Focus Sash so he can attack me, but if I ended up hitting him with a Shadow Ball, he's basically gonna die. That much I know. But I don't know if he decided to stay in here or what was his mental thought thingy, train of thought. But he decided to make a switch, which was in the end the better choice, right? It was the best that he could do at this point. So very good switch right there. Predicting the Shadow Ball like a beast, but I mean it was self-explanatory that I was about to go for the Shadow Ball, so it wasn't really that epic of a prediction, but still it was pretty predictable on my part to go for the Shadow Ball instead of the Thunderbolt, knowing that he's got a Heat Rain, which can basically sponge those Shadow Balls. On another note, I am gonna make a switch here into Umbreon because I know this thing is a special attacker and it's probably gonna go for Fire Blast, for Flamethrower, Flash Cannon, something like that, and it's gonna be it's gonna be a special attack. So which Pokemon would I not use that is pretty good against this? That's basically Baraki. Baraki's a monster on the special defense side, so I basically go for him. I ended up getting a burn, which is not good. So I gotta make another switch into La Leche because La Leche can take whatever not. Seriously, this thing never dies in one shot. It just never does. And I'm gonna make use of the thick fat ability that I have, which is gonna basically halve the attacking power of the Flamethrower. And judging by the damage that this thing is doing, it's definitely choice picks, and therefore explaining why this guy is using Trick Room just to make sure that Heatran always goes first, because Heatran himself is a very slow Pokemon, especially if you give it a lowering speed. Nature makes him very slow. So I'm gonna go for the Thunder Wave on the switch, and I ended up hitting Slowbro, which to my surprise is not really too good, because when this thing uses Trick Room, it's basically faster than anything in the world. Because I mean, it's a slow bro. I mean, he's slow and he's your bro. You get it? So alright, I'm gonna go for the Heal Bell, and I'm gonna basically get rid of the burn that I got on my Baraki. And that's basically gonna allow me to go for another wish and just basically protect and recover my HP once again when I get the opportunity again. So Miltank is basically chilling here and going for the Heal Bells and going for the meal drinks and milkshakes and stuff like that. And things are not looking too bad for me, actually. So I'm gonna go for another milk drink just to get another. I mean, I'm just gonna go for a milk drink just to recover my HP, because why would I not do that? And at this point, things are looking pretty good, I gotta say. So he's gonna go for the Trick Room, and I am going to switch, I believe, because why would I not switch? I gotta say that Slowbro has got a lot of HP, so going for the Seismic Toss would be a waste of turns. So I make a switch into Baraki just to sponge whatever knot he's about to throw at me, or maybe he's gonna make a switch. I don't know what he was planning, but nonetheless, it's really gonna work out for me. I'm gonna go for the Protect here, thinking that he might try to attack me once again. Looking at just the amount of HP that I have left, maybe he was thinking I can kill him now. Why would I not attack him? So I was like, I'm gonna go for the Protect just to recover a little bit more of HP because of the leftovers. But instead he makes an even smarter switch, an even smarter move actually, and he switches out into Rhyperior, which is gonna be the pain of my existence. Right here it was when things, I was like, dude, really, I am going to waste you. I am definitely gonna kick your ass right now, because he sets up the sub and I'm like, oh my god, no. Because, Rhyperior hits super hard. It hits really hard. And having it behind a sub means that he can always hit me with whatever knot he has on his move arsenal, and it's gonna do a shit ton of damage. So the best thing that I could do right now is basically go for a wish, I believe, and then go for the taunt or maybe the payback. I don't know what I was thinking here. I was like, wish, whatever not. I basically don't have anything else to do here. I am just basically waiting for the Trick Room to wear off, so I can become faster than Rhyperior, then taunt him and make sure that the only thing this guy is gonna do is to attack me, right? So, no, wait, I actually make a switch into Las Noches, predicting the Earthquake, and yep, he goes for the Swords Dance, and I'm like, oh my god, come on, man. I am so happy this guy's got Trick Room. That Trick Room only lasts for like 3 or 4 turns, and that's basically gonna work out in my favor, because was it, if Trick Room worked differently, I would have been gone, seriously. But now that I look at it, Trick Room already wore off. I am an idiot. I'm just rambling right now, guys, okay? I'm just rambling. Okay, let me go ahead and pick up the narration once again. So it's gonna go for the Stone Edge. With a +4 attack, Stone Edge stabbed with a massive amount of power that Rhyperior is back, and I'm like, oh my god, that hurts. So I was like, okay, you wanna kill me? That's cool with me, bro. Come at me, bro. I'm just gonna go for the Destiny Bond and just take you with me. Why would I not do that? Seriously, that's like the best choice that I can do right now, and the best move that I can do. And had I not done this, and this guy would have gone for Stone Edge, he would probably rape my entire team. That much is certain. So in comes the gold medals, and then I'm gonna make a switch into Dynamite, and he's gonna Thunder Wave me. And I was like, are you kidding me? Can that stupid grass type thingy even learn Thunder Wave? I was like, oh my god, this guy must be kidding me. He's pissing me off, that much I can tell you. And you know, Special Wall is gonna come in. Yeah, of course, Mr. Slowbro. I don't know why it's called actually Special Wall, because Slowbro is better at defense than special defense. Or maybe that's why he's actually saying that it's good at special defense. I don't know. Nonetheless, I'm gonna go for the Fire Blast, trying to hit the gold medal. Did not hit him, unfortunately. I ended up hitting the Slowbro. And, you know, I'm basically going to make a switch here, because if this guy goes for an Ice Beam or something like that, I will punch myself in the face. So I just, you know, I took this opportunity to go back into Baraki. And, you know, having Slowbro being paralyzed makes him faster than anything on my team when it's in the Trick Room. So I basically have to go for the Wish here. Or maybe the Taunt. What do I go for? Let's go ahead and take a look. I don't remember this match too much. So he's gonna make a switch into Rhyperior, and Rhyperior is basically gonna be chilling there, just looking at me, and holy shit, Stealth Rocks doesn't do shit. So I go for the Taunt, possibly predicting the switch, I guess. And yeah, Taunt works like a charm, because this guy is now pretty much forced to attack me, and you know, having a Rhyperior attacking me all the time instead of setting up Substitute is a lot better than having him set up all over my face. So he makes a double switch here and goes back into gold metal, and I'm thinking, you know, why did you do that? I don't get it. You could have gone for a Stone Edge and probably have finished me off, maybe with a crit or something like that. Depends on just how much EVs you have invested in that attack of the Rhyperior. I don't know, but I go for the Wish, and I'm gonna make a switch into La Leche here, because if it goes for Power Whip, it's gonna really hurt me a lot. And since I was actually thinking of sending out Landerers to go for the, you know, superpower and basically finish off this guy, I was like, no, wait, Power Whip does a shit ton. I completely forgot at that moment that Landerers is actually part flying, so it would be neutral. But yeah, sometimes I have brain failures and shit like this happens. So he goes for the Power Whip, and it freaking crits me and brings me down to 67 HP, and I'm like, my god, just my god, what the fuck. So I go for the Heal Bell, and then just get rid of the Paralyze that my Salamence has. This stupid gold medals really is an annoying Pokemon, I gotta tell you that. And you know, Trick Room wears off, no longer in effect, so that's pretty good. And you know, Milk Drink to bring me back almost to health, to full health. And he's gonna go for another Gyro Ball, and that's not gonna do as much damage as the other one did, which was a critical hit. So I still have turns left to recover my HP to its fullest, and he's not gonna be able to do jack shit to me at this point. So instead, he decided to make a switch into Genexness or something like that. In any case, Reuniclus. And I am gonna go for the milkshake right here, just, you know, drinking those milkshakes, and you know, be chilling there. And you know, Reuniclus right now, it could go for Psychic, it could go for whatever not, it could really go for anything. One thing I did not predict, I gotta say right here, guys, this took me completely off guard, was the fact that he went for Focus Blast. Dude, Focus Blast. Out of all the things, Focus Blast. Why Focus Blast? Come on. Why Focus Blast? That thing, the accuracy of Focus Blast is worse than the stench that comes out of my shit. Alright? So why did you use that? You just took out my Baraki, which was the only special defense wall that I had on my team. Just like that. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna bring out Dynamite, and I'm like, I'm pissed. I told this guy when we were having a conversation on the Smuggle Battle Finder, I was like, dude, it's game over for you. Seriously, I am basically gonna kick your ass right now and right now. Okay? Right now and right here. Right here and right now. Whatever. And I go for the Dragon Dance. Psycho Shock does a shit ton of damage, and I completely forgot that I have Life Orb on Salamence, and I was like, my fucking god. I'm finally able to set up a little bit, and Life Orb is basically gonna kill me. That sucks, man. That really, really stinks. So, but I'm still gonna be able to take down Slowbro. That much is clear right now, because no matter what he does, anything that comes in is gonna be hit by the Earthquake. Even if it brings out Heatran, Earthquake would have killed him in one shot. I get the Moxie ability, which is useless, utterly useless, because Life Orb is gonna take down my Salamence, and it's basically gonna be a double down. Now, how do you imagine that if I had not Life Orb, I could have swept this entire team, I think. Maybe. I am not sure. But I am gonna bring out King Tierra, which is basically gonna intimidate Reuniclus, and I am gonna go for the U-turn. Now, he was like, shit, dude, I did not predict the U-turn, but why would you not predict a U-turn coming from this guy? It's like the most obvious things ever. But yeah, like I said, we all have brain failures at some point in our lives. So I'm gonna make a switch, of course, with the U-turn. Does more than half, and I'm like, oh baby, that was awesome. So the Reuniclus is going for the Trick Room, and I was like, no, not again. Why you, asshole? Why you go for the Trick Room, dude? My God, one guy with Trick Room is enough, not two. This guy, man. Okay, overhit. I was just losing my mind right here. I was like, I'm gonna hit you with everything that I have. I go for overhit, completely forget about the Hydran. He gets the Flash Fire ability activated, and his fire attacks are boosted by a shit ton of power. He hits me with a flamethrower, was about to finish off my Boketo, but because of my focus sash, I live with 1 HP. I'm gonna be able to hit him to the face with a close combat, and that's basically bye-bye, goodbye, Hydran. Have a nice day, really. So my defense and special defense are gonna drop, because that's the side effect of close combat, of having such a power. Of course, it needs to have some serious after effect, right? So in comes the Rhyperior, and I could potentially go for close combat, but I'm fearing the Rock Solid ability, which basically halves or something like that the super effectiveness of moves that hit the guy with that ability. So I'm basically gonna make a switch into Milk Tank right here, and I was like, okay, Earthquake is not really gonna do that much. I gotta tell you that, because one, La Leche is at full health, and it does about 49%. I'm still in the green zone, so that's pretty good. I could go for either a Seismic Toss, or I could go for another Milk Drink, but since this guy knows Substitute and knows Swords Dance, the only thing that I have left is Seismic Toss, and I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure that this Substitute is not 100% health, but it is even more than 100. And I'm like, my God, what else can I... Why is everything going wrong? Why? Just die. That's all I'm asking. Okay. The dimensions are twisted back to normal. And I'm basically, you know, sweating my ass off here at my seat. And I'm like, Jesus, man. When this guy starts going for the Swords Dance, I'm basically a lost case. Now, I gotta force this guy into using another substitute, which is basically gonna get rid of a little bit more of his HP. So at some point I have to sacrifice something in order to finish off this Rhyperior, which I don't like because I don't have that many Pokemon left. Well, actually not the necessary Pokemons that I need to defeat his team, which are Salamence and that kind of Pokemons, right? So I'm gonna go for another Seismic Toss, hit him and get rid of 100% 100 hit points, and then he goes for another substitute which takes away more than 100 hit points. I was actually asking this guy how much HP does this substitute cost you, because I know it costs more than 100, but he wasn't sure about the amount, so he wasn't really taking a close look to what's going on the screen either. So he goes for Earthquake. After Sword Dance is definitely gonna devastate me and basically gonna get rid of me, which is unfortunate because I am not gonna be able to take down the substitute at this point. But I was like, hey, I still got an idea. I still have a backup plan. Okay, let's bring out Las Noches, which is basically my Gengar. I know for a fact that Destiny Bond works through the substitute, which the thing is with Destiny Bond is when you're hit by attack, I mean, he's gonna hit me with his Pokemon, not with the substitute. The substitute is only there to take damage. So yeah, that works in my favor, and I just took out that stupid ass, freaking annoying, stupid Rhyperior, with its stupid substitute as well that just looks exactly like him. So King Tierra is gonna come out here, and Gold Medal is gonna come out. So it's basically a 2 versus 2. It's my Landorus and Infernape with 1 HP versus his Gold Medal and his Reuniclus. Now my plan right here is I could either go for the Superpower and then have Reuniclus kill me, or go for the Recover, or I could just go for Earthquake and then basically finish off with the double overheat kill the gold medal and also kill the Reuniclus, because looking at the HP that Reuniclus have left, it's basically nothing. But simply because I enjoyed this match so much, I even told this guy, I'm gonna let you win. I go for the close combat. I know this guy has iron barbs, I know that, but just to finish this match the way that I really wanted to, giving him the victory by 0 to 1, that was an absolute outstanding match, which I enjoyed a lot, and I thank this guy for this match, which is fucking 20 minutes long, and oh my god, I did not even notice that. Anyways guys, I'm not gonna take your time anymore. Thank you very much for watching, and like the shit out of this video, and I will love you forever. Take care guys.